Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Caffeinated Dino, and today we're continuing Arcade Spirits. We are on level 5. Last time we had our big event, the Extravaganza, and it went pretty okay. It seems like everyone had a good time. Queen Bee did not win her tournament, but she got hired by, hopefully, a better team than the sexist team she was working with before. And Percy's in the hospital. Yikes. Apparently he has a heart condition, and the stress of almost beating Loopy's high score got to him. So that's unfortunate, but we handled it, and everything's good, it looks like. Juniper mentioned something about going on a beach vacation, so my theory is that this might be a beach episode. I guess we'll find out, right? Are you ready? Let's find out. Is it a beach episode? What do beaches even look like in the 20XX time? Under the boardwalk. Ooh. It is future year 20XX. And romance is in the air. Or at least romance will be in the air if Iris has anything to say about it. Also, I'm not actually in that glorious 20XX Neo Metropolis today. I'm about 134.7 miles south of it. That's much better. Ah, just smell the sea salt, the saltwater taffy, the baking hot sands. It's just like I remember. You've never been to Flotsam Beach before, Juniper. Well, it's just like I remember you remembering it was then.
Definitely.
This is definitely one of my better ideas. Top 10, maybe even top 5 ideas. What a fantastic way to celebrate your success at the Funplex. As a reward for your hard work, we return to the beach where you first played Wyvern Keep, where your family spent their summer vacations. Oh, how sentimental. My heart, I can't. I feel the need to say something pithy and dismissive in the face of her unrelenting cheer, but to be honest, I'm definitely smiling. This place holds so many dear memories for me. Before my parents lost our jobs and we began that downward spiral of bad family luck, we loved coming to Flotsam Beach. And coming back here, for sure, is a treat.
Yes.
This place is great. Sand and sea and that boardwalk. All those little shops and the best fried foods the East Coast can provide, and arcades aplenty, and seashells and airbrush t-shirts and plastic sunglasses, and I want to see it all. I want to do it all. I think you're more excited about this than I am, Juniper. You're excited too, don't deny it, Louie.
Later.
Okay, I'm gonna get changed to my swimsuit before the others get here. Be right back. Others? The others, right. That was the second part of Juniper's plan, see? But this wasn't just a treat for me, but for everybody associated with the Funplex. We'd have to drive down here in groups and pay for our own hotel rooms to keep the costs down. But soon enough, a Saturday outing for all staff and VIPs had become a reality. And the VIPs, wow! It was real sweet of her to include everyone in on the trip, too. We worked hard to make Extravaganza a success. I certainly couldn't have done it without the help from my friends. Within the next hour, there'd be 9 of us bouncing around in swimsuits, making sandcastles, and buying cheap souvenirs and playing seaside arcade games. And hopefully, not accidentally drowning in the riptides as my inner lifeguard felt the need to warn. One day of fun in the sun for everyone. And as for this evening...
Beep, beep.
Beep, Louie. Well, Iris had other plans for me.
Well, have you decided yet? Have you? Time's running out, you know.
With a sigh, I pull out my phone, summoning my digital djinn. And why is time running out exactly?
I've run the numbers and calculated a 99.97% chance of romantic success if you take your special someone on a moonlit seaside stroll. It's the perfect confluence of all projected event vectors that will lead you to love and happiness. Romance is in the air. Can't you feel it?
Oh boy. Right now, all I feel is slightly overheated. I need to go change.
Yes! Yes! Good! Put on your sexy swimwear. It'll improve my projections.
Oh my god. She's been going on and on about this ever since finding out about the beach trip. Iris, why the sudden obsession with finding me a special someone anyway? I've turned my life around. I found a job, I found a dream even. To make something of Funplex, let it grow and shine. You've done well helping me with that. This is the happiest I've been in years, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now I've tried workplace romance before, back in the shoe shop days, and it worked out for a while, until I realized we weren't soulmates. A high quality dad joke. Point is, I know I said I'd be open-minded about this sort of thing. I haven't forgotten what we talked about the day I joined the Funplex, but now that I'm faced with it, I'm not sure. Louie, you spent weeks getting to know these people. You've even taken a few of them out to lunch. I'm already super close to all these people. Closer than I thought I'd be when I first took the job. Do I really want to rock the boat by flirting with a friend like that? The warmest hearts can be found first in friendship, I say. You already know these people. You care for them, Louie. Don't deny it. And I'm thinking they care for you too. And if it doesn't work out, that's okay. We're all adults. We can deal with that.
My sources say yes.
Trust me, Louie. This is your moment. But you don't have to decide right now. In fact, you shouldn't. Take a day with all your friends to really think about it. After dinner, I'll have finished my number crunching and we'll have your final relationship scores. That'll help your decision. Let's take a look. Behold, weeks of emotional data, fully analyzed. So far, I think you're a good match with Naomi. You spent a lot of time with her, and she literally likes you. Maybe even likes you. So that's it? It's decided?
No. The points are just a guide. And it's not like I'm gonna force you to woo someone just because they're your top match. I still need to calculate how well your personality matches what they're looking for. That'll net you bonus points. Consider it food for thought, you know? And you've still got the rest of today to see who you're a good fit for. Maybe cram in some more time with them. Anyway, keep an open mind, yeah? By the way, according to GPS, your potential romances will be here in less than 2 minutes. Have fun!
I hastily jam my phone back into my pocket before anyone can hear that. Thinking, Iris, I could have just chillaxed by the sea. Maybe found that old arcade where I once played Wyvern Keep and had a pleasant time. But now I need to be sizing up romantic partners? Although, maybe there is someone I've been getting close to, so that I wouldn't mind being closer to, in fact. It has been a long time since I felt like I could even try having someone to share my life with. Maybe it's time to look for love again. But for now, I decided to focus on the day ahead. Fun in the sun. Good, clean fun in the sun. Very innocent and chaste fun in the sun. Sure, I could do that. Right? Hello, Flotsam! Your queen has arrived. Morning, Louie. Is this a private game of beach blanket bingo or can we join? Innocent. Chaste. Fun in the sun. Where can I set up my parasol? And how's the surf? Today I was thinking of doing some surfing. I rarely get a chance to surf these days. Looking forward to breaking out my old board and hitting the waves. I was gonna play Beach Boys all the way down here from the city to get in the mood, but Queen Bee vetoed it. Hey, if you want a free ride in my beloved B-Mobile, with your board strapped to my roof, you listen to my music, Mr. Dance Pants. Oh, hey, that's a perfect spot. Let's sit up there.
Catch you later.
I better go help her. See you there. I suddenly feel a bit inadequate in terms of proper beach bod attire. Beach bod and attire. We're here!
Excellent.
Ah, good. Queen Bee brought an umbrella. Yeah, I don't really tan so much as burn to a crisp. Honestly, I'm mostly here for the shopping and the arcades. I'm curious to see how these arcades are run, as well. Maybe I can talk to a manager, get some tips for how to handle a very transient audience.
Ugh.
I meant to play in them, not to study them. Sheesh, Gavin, we're not here to work. Can't I do both? I'll go join the others for now, though. It's been a long drive. I'd love to stretch out a bit.
See ya.
Ooh, me too. I'm so cramped up from sitting in that van. Wait for me. Stretching, yes. Stretching is good. Flex those muscles.
Ooh.
Alright, the beach. I haven't been to a beach in ages. Not since my science spending days promoting that funnel cake place. And I guess there was that one time we did a beach shoot, but that was last summer. So yes, ages ago. Feels good to be back in the sun. Last beach I went to was back in England, considerably more cold and overcast than this, I'm afraid. And before you ask, because Ashley already asked me again and again on the drive down here, I'm not going to explode in direct sunlight. My condition is quite stable today. Sorry, Percy, but you are part of the crew. That means we care about you. I promise that we won't treat you like you're made of glass. You're still good old Percy to us.
Much obliged.
Thanks, love. All the same, I think I'll grab a spot under that umbrella before all the good shade gets taken. As for me, the last one in water is a landlubber. The water, yes. Getting wet and cooling down. Oh, Juniper's so cute! Party!
Hello, dearie.
Afraid my bikini days are behind me, but I'm happy to be here all the same. I do love to be out in the sun. Lovely beaches, lovely weather, lovely people. Good to see all three present and accounted for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I rented an extra parasol and some chairs for Miss Francine and I. And for you too, Louie. Plenty of room if we squeeze in.
My oh my.
How cozy. Well, okay then. This is new context for me to be observing these people in. But fun in the sun, right? Above all else, this is to be a day of celebration and cheer over the success of the Funplex. With that firmly in mind, I join everyone and we get this beach party started. Although it doesn't take long for the group to start splitting up. There's just too much to see, too much to do. I know my vacation here as a kid that you can't really try to everything in one day, but unlike me, they're noobs. And as an adult, I know how to budget my time, to do the things I really want to do, and hang out with the people I really want to hang out with. Despite my attempts at good, clean fun, Iris's words are still running through my head. By evening, I need to make a decision. That means if I'm seriously going to make a move, like she's suggesting I do, I should spend my time wisely leading up to that move. So, what next? Naomi and Ash are making sandcastles, Gavin and Queen Bee are found volleyball, Tail and Percy are playing carny games, and Juniper's talking for Iris. Why is Juniper on her phone? I want to check in with Juniper, although that doesn't help me with the romancing options. What's our beach attire look like? Are we set for the beach? Are our normal clothes just jeans and hoodie? I feel like we're gonna melt in the sun. Who do we want to hang out with? I guess Naomi and Ashley. Yeah. Not Gavin. Gavin's too serious for me. Yeah, Gavin's too serious for me. I don't think Juniper is dateable. I don't remember seeing her on the chart that Iris shows us. Sure, let's go with Naomi and Ashley. In the distance, I see what appears to be a myriad of sandcastles, which makes sense. I mean, I'd be worried if it was a whole bunch of not sandcastles on the beach. During my many beach outings as a kid, there were always multiple sandcastle competitions going on. And in front of me, our own Funplex fabricators have entered the fray. With Naomi being our arcade builder and Ashley with her cosplay craftiness, it's no wonder why these two are up for the sandcastle challenge. As I jog over to them, I see Ashley laughing over her castle, and Naomi meticulously measuring something on her citadel. How goes castling?
Amazing!
Great! Do you see all these amazing sandcastles? They're all so cute! Properly made sandcastles aren't cute, Ashley. Oh? Then what are they, Naomi? Assuming they're not just made by kids for funsies, a proper sandcastle can be a structural masterpiece.
Wonderful.
Every grain of sand must be in its proper spot, or the whole thing comes crashing down. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Naomi says this while lifting her eyes away from her castle. She's so completely focused, I don't think she's blinking even. And what exactly are you doing, Naomi?
Let me explain.
I'm making sure each embouchure is equidistant around the tower. Otherwise, it'll all be an asymmetrical mess. Makes sense. I take a moment to actually appreciate their castles. Naomi's is a structural masterpiece. Straight, perfect edges meet bold, flat walls, which produce an almost perfect medieval castle. She even added an ocean water moat complete with drawbridge. Ashton's is equally impressive too. It's a soft, fluffy fantasy castle. The foundation is made of sculpted sand clouds, like an elegant castle in the sky, complete with a spiral staircase and circling, slightly slanted towers. So, I take it you both entered the competition? Of course! You know it, Louie. You should make one too, it's not too late. Yeah, I think there's still half an hour left in the competition, and since it's an amateur level, latecomers are allowed. But both of you have made some extraordinary castles. My architectural skills are somewhat lacking in the sandcastle area. Those sound like some sad excuses. They're perfectly good excuses, Ashley. It's not like we're professional sandcastlers either. Louie, it's not about winning. Naomi looks over at Ashley, who's giving her a smile accompanied by a questioning look. Okay, it's a little about winning. I mean, I'm super try-harding this and trying to remove a perfectly constructed little castle. But for me, mostly it's about settling out a challenge for myself and completing it properly. There's nothing more satisfying than that. Plus, we'll be here helping you do it. How do you plan on helping me start a castle while you'll be completing your own? Sounds difficult. We're almost done with ours anyway. Yep. If we have 3 castles in the competition, then that's more chances for us to bring home the gold.
Yeah.
It'll be fun! Come and join us!
Yes.
Join us, Louie! Join us! When I was younger, I remember watching sand sculptors carefully craft their castles. I would watch for hours, just staring in awe. I made my fair share of them too, trying to imitate the professionals, but they were never more than lumps of sand that vaguely indicated shapes. I'm not that competitive. Like Naomi said, it's just for fun, so why not? I'm gonna need a bucket, a melon baller, and a funnel. Stat.
Yes.
That's the spirit, Louie. I just put the finishing touches on mine. Let me help you get your base started. Naomi and Ashley and I dug our hands deep into the sand and started shoveling, pouring, and constructing. So, what are you going to name your castle? Huh? You can't just make a sandcastle and not give it an epic name. Ashley has a solid point. To give it a name is to give it life. I have names for all my important tools back in the shop, too.
So beautiful.
My soldering iron name is Melty, my multimeter name is Zappy, and Rom Burner's name's Sir Romulus Romanov III. Maybe not something quite that grand for mine. How about the Funplex? Both Ashley and Naomi bust up laughing. That's very appropriate. The Funplex is practically a castle, right? What if we made it look like the Funplex? It already looks like it. Kind of. That's because the Funplex is just a box, and we've only made the foundation for our castle. But we can carve in the side and the double front doors. Naomi happily starts putting the details on the sand Funplex, while Ashley and I cheer her on. That looks so good, Naomi! You're so good at having steady hands. You really should join me in making some cosplay. You'd be great. Making costumes does sound fun, but I'm not sure if I can handle all the pressure of people looking at me. I usually work alone, you know? We don't have to do it at a con or anything. We could just get dressed up and prance around the forest. That's a bit more my style. Well, except maybe for the bugs and poison ivy and stuff. We continue chatting as we construct a sand castle. Grain by grain, it takes semblance of the actual Funplex. We manage to finish it just in time before the judging commences. Here comes the judge. The officiant in the Sandcastle Challenge comes over toward us and looks over the castles. With an arbiter's eye, they glance over ours and nod in respect of a job well done. I didn't even realize I was holding my breath in anticipation, and once the sandcastle judge leaves us, I let out a huge sigh. I think it's a good sign, right? The nod? That means we did it? We're gonna win? There's so many others out there to judge, but I'd say a nod counts nicely as a compliment. But which one? Whose sand skills will reign supreme? Louie, what do you think? Who's got the winner chicken dinner? Who, me? I'm not a judge of fine sandcastles. Just do it for funsies. Let's hear what you think. Realistically, probably Naomi's, because she was like measuring and doing things to make it not asymmetrical. Ashley sounds more whimsical. And then Leaning Towers. Definitely not the Santa Funplex. I'm gonna go with Naomi. The precision and thought that Naomi put into her design shows it's a step above the rest. From the gatehouse to the towers, Naomi, your castle is one of perfection.
Thank you.
Aw, thanks. That's kind of you to say, Louie. I agree too. Naomi did an excellent job with hers. I'm jelly of your skills and I hope you do win. Ashley, thank you. Oh, I think we just finished tallying up the scores. We wait not so patiently as the judge makes her round across the beach, as he stops next to a particularly dramatic-looking sandcastle. Pulling out a bright blue ribbon, they prop it up next to the castle, which means
Poops.
double poop. Don't feel too down. If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. How very pragmatic of you, Louie. We did have a blast, though. But I hate losing. I just gotta win next year, Naomi. Maybe if all three of us join forces again, we can build the best sandcastle this beach has ever seen. We should spend some time practicing more, which means more beach trips. I like that. I'm in. Great. Next year, Team Ashley is going to eradicate the competition. I think you mean Team Naomi. You two can fight over that next year. I think I'm covered in enough sand for a while. I'm gonna see about being slightly less sandy. I hear you, but Naomi and I aren't done. We got one last thing we gotta do. Oh? What's that? Destroy your creations! Ha! I'll leave it to it then. I am a mighty dragon. Fear me, tiny sand people. Both of them smile widely at each other and laugh. Walking away, I can hear the sounds of devastation behind me. I peek back one last time to see the castles come crashing down before I set my eyes forward. So, what next? Let's check in with Teo and Percy. Carny games sound fun. A number of little Carny-style games have been set up along the beach, independent of the boardwalk arcades. Ring toss, squirt guns, things like that. Percy promised everyone he'd keep it low-key today as he recovers from his heart tremor. Tossing a few rings is definitely low-key. And it looks like even though he's keen to go surfing, Teo's keeping Percy company. But judging from the way those rings are just sort of bouncing off the bottles instead of landing on them, the games are not going well. I don't get it. I'm usually much more coordinated than this. Don't think it's a matter of coordination, Teo. More a question of, well, let's say optimization. But Percy's ring goes plink off a bottle as well. What a shame, what a shame. You boys want to play again? Only another $5 for 3 tosses. It's a downright steal. Starting to wonder if this is a steal in more sense than one. Now, nobody likes to sort of lose our boys. It's all totally fair, I swear on my mom's grave I do. All this old-timey Carny banter's got my dander up. It does. I must confront this charlatan. I want to do one of these two, but I don't know. Let's do this one. Hey there, old sport. What kind of racket are you trying to pull? What? Cheating my friends? I say now, I say. What kind of hookum is this? Don't take any wooden nickels, boys. Methinks all these hotsy-totsy prizes are fool's gold.
Pardon me?
Pardon? I think it's probably a scam. take offense to that, I do. Anyone can win. Step right up and be a winner. Or are you yellow? I do believe I have a proposal. Teo, a word? Sure. What do you have in mind? Weirdly, the two huddle up without me and exchange a few whispers. I consider interjecting myself into the discussion, but it's over before I can try. Okay then, let's play. Teo passes over a few dollars and takes up the rings, while Percy examines the racks and bottles in detail. Teo holds back, waiting for him to finish. Eventually, Percy points. Right there. 3 rings rapid. That's the sweet spot. With a twist of his agile body, Teo flings his rings, one at a time. And all 3 rattle their way around the neck of a bottle, ringing it perfectly. Simple enough. Based on Teo's throwing angles from before and the arrangement of the bottles, I determined the optimal striking zone for him to aim for. All games are a matter of optimization, even silly little carnival toys. Melons, you bested me, all sport! Well, I know when I'm well and truly rumbled. Go ahead and pick your prize. Well, Louie, what'll it be? Yeah, we were trying to win you a prize after all. Me? Really? This was all for me?
Absolutely.
You know it. I mean, you are the true prize here. Back me up on this, Percy. Quite so, quite so. But which of these lesser winnings truly makes your heart dance? I glance across rows of arcade-themed stuffed dolls with curiosity. I'd say I'm a little old for dolls, but you're never too old for a hungover plush friend, and they both worked so hard for it. I'd like... Alright, Mr. Movie Magical plushie, a swinging doll that plays music, or Q*bert. The Q*bert one seems like a letdown by the phrasing of, guess I'll just have. A doll that plays music is hard to sleep with. Like, my bed is full of plushies. And if they made music whenever I bumped into them, I would be so annoyed. So I'm gonna go with Mr. Movie Magical plushie. I like to put on my robe and wizard hat. Also, I want Mr. Movie. Truly, Louie is an individual of class and taste. I suppose nothing beats the classics, huh? Plus, I can't deny the happy little smile Percy wears as Akane takes down my prize and hands it over. He's had a hard time of it lately. I'm happy to make him happy. Okay, now away, boys. You bother me. The 3 of us return to the dunes, prize in tow. So, why were you 2 trying to win a prize from me? I mean, Percy, there's a movie doll back there. That's right in your wheelhouse, yeah? True, but, well, we discussed it and decided you deserved a little treat for a job well done. Sure, this whole vacation is a treat for a job well done, but we wanted something for you specifically. Quite right, I must admit, Louie, the Funplex is a brighter place with you around. Not to say it wasn't a bright place before your tenure, but, well, there's a true breath of life there, beyond what I thought possible. And beyond just the hard work you do, the way you've brought us all together, well, a mere plush toy isn't real proper reward, but it'll have to suffice. What my comrade is trying to say in his usual poetic way is, you rock and you rule. See you at a prize. Thanks for playing. Yes, that. Okay, I'm gonna go hit the waves. I'd offer you a board, Percy, but... I know, I promise to take it easy. Not that I'm very aquatic, to be honest. But it's good to spend time with you, considering usually we're on opposite ends of the arcade. You too. Well, wow. I didn't realize just how much I meant to them. I'm only a floor attendant, or event manager, right? But seeing everybody come together for this beach blanket bingo we've wrangled up, it's the bee's knees, it is. So, what's next? I guess we're gonna go do volleyball? Queen Bee and Gavin have taken a friendly little sports competition here in the sand. Beach volleyball has always been a favorite pastime of beachcombers. It's fun, competitive, and what's not to love about watching athletic people show off their, skills. Granted, when my family got together, we just ended up hitting a volleyball round and never really kept track of points. But it was always something I enjoyed, even if I wasn't very good at it. Maybe Gavin and Queen Bee will let me join in on the fun. If I'm lucky, I'll even get to bump, set, and spike it. As I jump closer to them, Gavin is occupying the far half of the court. Closer to me is Queen Bee's side of the sand court. It's easy to see that both of them have expressions of sheer determination on their faces. Gavin is cool, calm and collected, while Queen Bee is grinning ear to ear. Both are reveling in the contest. Each is in it to win it. It takes some sort of catastrophic event for one of them to back down, like a tsunami. And even then, I bet they'd be booping the volleyball back and forth while fighting against the wave. But this is a momentous 1v1 between two of my most competitive friends. It's unnecessary to explain Queen Bee's cutthroat nature, but Gavin, his ambition is just as fierce even if it is less vocal. He'll do everything for the Funplex to succeed, and he's taking that same attitude to beach sports. Are you sure you're ready for this next serve?
Yeah.
You better believe it, pretty boy. I'm ready to spike this ball so hard it'll cause a quake beneath your fucking feet.
Excellent.
Ha! If it's anything like your last attempt to score, I'll win this match in record time. That's enough talking. Fucking shut it and serve it. Hi, Queen Bee. Eat this! Or I guess not. Maybe I'll just try Gavin. Hi, Gav. Not today, Queen Bee. I'm not sure I'm gonna get a word in until this whole ordeal is over. The concentration is intense. Game faces are on, and they see nothing else but the competition before them. I might as well take this time to watch them play. Hopefully, they'll notice me. Gavin gracefully executes an underhand serve with the volleyball, and it glides over the net mere millimeters above it. In all fairness, it was a perfect serve. The Queen Bee returned to a dig-up high. With enough time, she easily squares up her pose and spikes it down towards Gavin's side of the court. Gavin doesn't have enough time to respond, and it falls hard into the sand. Queen Bee claps and stomps her foot into the ground in unison.
Victory!
Ace! Technically, that's not an ace. An ace would be a point scored off a flawless serve. Queen Bee laughs and sticks out her tongue. Technically, it's putting me in the lead. It went on like this for quite some time, both of them volleying balls and serving quips. Meanwhile, I stood by and could do nothing but look on longingly. I just wanted to play. Not that I'm complaining much. Both Queen Bee and Gavin are the most athletic of the crew, save for Teo. And, well, let's just say the sand isn't the only hot stuff around here, to be honest. So watching them glisten as sweat drips down their bodies? Yeah, that isn't really a problem for me. It's enticing, and the gameplay isn't that bad either. Even though I've been standing here for well over 10 minutes, neither one has acknowledged my presence. This is until Gavin hits the ball straight in my direction. It soars all the way to the back corner of the court and lands right at my feet. Queen Bee turns around to see where the ball fell. Hey Louie, that was out, right? Oh, now I get acknowledged.
I think not.
That was clearly on the line, Queen Bee. The point is mine. No, it wasn't. It was completely out of bounds. You may want to get that prescription on those glasses checked out if you can't even see that. It fell right next to Louie, who will undoubtedly confirm this fact. You clearly had the best vantage on it. Tell us what you saw. Sure. I'm calling it now. This is for the win. If the ball is in, Gavin gets fucking bragging rights for the rest of the day. But if it's out, then I win. So all I have to do is make the call? Uh-huh. Yes. I mean, if it landed next to me, it has to be out of the line, right? Because I'm not in the court, I'm outside the court. That's my logic, so I'm gonna say Queen Bee wins. The line itself is a thin rope cord held down by a simple tent peg, so you can see why it would be hard to tell if the ball fell around it. But I can say for sure I saw it fall outside the line. It was completely out of bounds. Sorry, Gavin. Point. Set. Match.
Oh, GG.
Queen Bee takes a very long time to gloat. Very long moment to gloat. Granted, it's more of a tennis turn, but I think Gavin gets the gist. I thought for sure I was going to beat you, Queen Bee, but I miscalculated. He tested me fair and square. Shall we take a quick break? We each nod our heads in agreement as I quickly grab a couple of water bottles laying on the sidelines and toss it to them. They gladly chug down the waters and smile widely. Thank you for the water, Louie. Yeah, I went through quite a sweat. This hits the fucking spot. Still, I really wanted to play some beach volleyball. Guess it's not going to happen now. Both of them look quite content to relax and chat in the sun for now. As if reading my mind, Queen Bee leans down and picks up the ball and throws it directly at me. Think fast, Louie. Bump it. I quickly clasp my hands together, squat, and bump the ball back to Queen Bee. She simply bumps the ball over to Gavin, and forming a triangle, we continue hitting the ball back and forth. This is exactly how my family would play. We'd all stand around and hit the ball to each other, trying to keep it from touching the ground at all costs. Gavin, Queen Bee, and I get really into it too, and several times one of us ends up diving to get the ball and get a face full of sand. Haha, I like the sand sub look you got going on, pretty boy. I can see you in the summer cover of Monsieur. If you're not careful, I'll carry you to the ocean and throw you in. Then you'll be sporting that drowned rat look. Laughing alongside Gavin and Queen Bee while playing beach volleyball. It makes me feel so grateful for these friends. It was worth having to stand around for a while. What a perfect morning on the beach. We play a few more rounds of the sand is lava before we let the ball crash to the beach one last time. Very nice return, Louie. You should join us for the next match. But what if I didn't have other stuff I wanted to do? There's too much to do here, and I've got to plan accordingly. I hear that. I'm looking forward to a stroll along the boardwalk myself. It's a good idea to take in as much as you can. I think I'll call it quits, too. Slow your roll, pretty boy. You can't leave quite yet. Ah, right. We do have a score to settle. Let's finish this. I leave the gladiators for their final battle as I walk back along the beach, awaiting my next adventure. The noon sun's high in the sky, and honestly, it's getting super hot out here, like heat exhaustion levels of hot. While this would be a good time to migrate towards the boardwalk, it seems there's one more thing in store for our little group. Hey Louie, it's lunchtime, and I'm getting everybody together for a big surprise. Come join us. Whoa, you seem super stoked for this. Of course, come on, it's this way. I wonder what this is all about. Soon enough, the entire group has gathered. The number of shade-throwing parasols has multiplied to 4, too. Plenty of cool respite for everyone. Also new, a large cloth-wrapped bundle in the center of the group. Gather round! It's lunchtime! And judging from the rumbling in my stomach, it's right on time. The bundle is unwrapped, revealing a series of simple wooden lunch boxes in a traditional Japanese style. Each one's been painted a different color. As my way of saying thanks for all your hard work and your support, please enjoy these box lunches, courtesy of the Funflex. And me. I made them. And an authentic Naomi brand bento? Sign me up. I reach for a box, and she smacks my hand away, lightly.
No.
Not yet, Louie. I made these special like. Everybody has a personalized lunch, filled with their favorite things. Gavin, if you'd be kind enough to distribute them, names are written on the lids. Sure enough, on second glance, I can see the names and even a little cartoon doodles representing each person. Wow, does my face really look that apathetic? Okay, I'll start handing them out. Gavin, you first. Let's see.
Impressive.
Ha! Plain yogurt, celery sticks, and some rice. You know me quite well. Boring and nutritional. I colored a bit outside the lines on this one, rather than sticking to a traditional bento style. Enjoy!
Oh my gosh!
Sushi with some tempura veggies? Ooh, and a sardine miso soup. Oh, that sounds delicious. I love nothing more than a traditional bento box lunch. I love nothing more than making them. Ha! Fish and chips, of course, with a little Union Jack on a toothpick. And you made a movie maze out of the chips, too. It's not too stereotypical, is it?
Quite good.
I haven't found a proper chip shop stateside, so I'll take it. It's a nice little taste of home.
Fantastic!
Oh, fuck yeah. A big juicy cheeseburger and french fries. My mouth is watering just looking at it. Yum. It's got lots of pink in it, just how you like it. So pink I can hear it moo. Oh, that does not sound good. This is perfect. Pita bread and hummus.
Love it.
It's a great meal that fills the belly and gives you a ton of energy. And when you have to keep your tank up full, a tired tail is not a true tail.
How marvelous.
Oh, this is lovely. Little finger sandwiches, some tea, and evening of cupcake. Thank you, Naomi dear. It's very thoughtful. Ah, thanks, Miss Francine. I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Nice.
Ha, bet you consult with Louie on this one. I love these. Always have, always will. Actually, I just checked your Instagram. I did an analysis on your most commonly blocked food and... Can't talk, busy eating. And that leaves the one who brought us all together, Louie. For you, I made pizza bagels. Oh my god. Gugh. Kidding, it's actually similar to the bento I gave you the day you started at the Funplex. A little reminder of how this all started. Oh, well, thank you. Speech! What?
Yeah.
You should make a speech before we all dig in. I mean, you're the reason we're here. I am? Yeah, you are. I mean, we were doing great before you showed up, don't get me wrong, but you know. But you worked harder than any of us to make the Funplex the success it is today. I was content to keep it afloat. I didn't think we'd ever manage more than that, but you refused to be content. We wouldn't be here at the beach if not for the success you led us to, Louie. So yes, I think a speech would be appropriate. Fuck yeah, Extravaganza rocked! It really opened some doors for me. I'd still be wearing that damn black L7 jacket if not for you. The atmosphere is so much livelier thanks to your efforts. Win or lose, I'm enjoying my time with Poopy thanks to having so many great people around me. But at this point, I can't even imagine the Funplex without you, Louie. So don't ever think of leaving. If you do, we'll probably gather up a hunting party and drag you back. No hard feelings. And speaking as the one who Louie comes home to every night, I gotta say, they're doing dandy compared to before. So 3 cheers for the Funplex. 3 cheers indeed. Go ahead, Louie. You've earned the right for a speech. I'm just a silly old lady who started it. You made this happen. Wow. Seriously. Wow. Well, I've made big speeches before, like the one at Extravaganza. Even if this feels bigger. Way bigger. Okay, here goes. I can't be a milk toast for this toast. Its big feelings are nothing. Huh. Thank you. Above all else, thank you. Thank you all. You don't know how much this family means to me. It's no great secret I was living in a state of depression before the Funplex. I just assumed life would always deal me a losing hand. But now, well now, through my friendships with you all, I found something bright and warm I can rely on. Something I can be optimistic about, instead of pessimistic. I'm not silly enough to believe the hard times are gone for good, but I know I'm surrounded by good people, who can help me see them through. So, thank you. You're welcome, Louie. I think I speak for all of us when I say we feel the same way. Okay, good. On a roll. Let's see what to say next. You've all worked hard. Now you get to play hard. Take a swim, do some shopping, spoiling yourself on redemption game tickets. Flotsam Beach has it all. I know we're only here for one day, but I'm intending to make it one hell of a day. An important day. And evening. And anyway, my point is, I freaking love this place, and I'm glad to share it with you all. I propose massive amounts of selfies, terrible food, and getting incredibly drunk. Who's with me? Woohoo! Partying and drinks and more partying? Fuck yeah, I'm so ready for this. Now to bring it home. I've dabbled on more than enough. Hunger, it gnaws at me. It sounds my very life essence. The fooding calls. It must be denied. It must not be denied. Boxes open. Devour. Consume. The fooding! The fooding! This is so cool, going to Flotsam with you, Louie, and all your great friends, and this great food, and it's all so great. Let's eat, everyone. This is the moment. One perfect moment with all of us together, laughing and talking and eating and having the best time in the world. Maybe things will change after tonight, when Iris's plan to find me romance comes together. Maybe this is the high water mark. Maybe But no matter what happens, I'll always have this one perfect moment. Afternoon slides in as the game migrates from sandy shores to bustling boardwalk. Once you've had your fill of seaweed in your trousers, it's time to take a walk down the boardwalk and indulge in any number of side activities. No need to change out of your swim gear either, unless you're going deeper into the beach town. You can just skip back and forth between the sands and the boardwalk. This is where the real action happens. Shops, restaurants, and of course, arcades. Soon enough, the group's splitting up to go try to do as much as possible. I've got time to tag along with some of them. But who to hang out with? Ooh, a candy store. Let's go with Naomi and Teo to raid a candy store. I love candy stores. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Teo and Naomi sneak into one of the shops in the boardwalk called the Sandy Bar, with a little iconic saltwater taffy icons on each side. Ah, saltwater taffy, a staple of coastal life and commerce. On any given boardwalk, you're within spitting distance of at least 3 candy shops loaded with tasty treats. But more importantly, why are these two acting so childish about the whole thing? Like 2 kids in a candy store. I need to find out exactly what's going on, and more importantly, I need to see if they have any of those gummy sharks in there too. As I peer into the building, my senses are overwhelmed by sweet. My teeth practically hurt from all the surrounding sugar. Covering the walls are assorted containers holding various types of candies, a rainbow of colors and confectionaries, filled to the brim with saltwater taffy and covered in chocolate. Not only do I take note of the delectable candy, but I also notice all the kiddies running around. I can't help but be reminded of the Funplex. Same atmosphere, just fewer games. I look over to the person behind the counter and give them a nod of understanding. I feel you, noble cashier, in your quest to maintain peace and order. Naomi and Teo recognize me and wave me over. Over here, Louie. Come help us decide what to get. I comply and go over to them. Naomi is huddled over a table and is filling her arms with various desserts. I want one of these, and 2 of these, and a handful of this one. Oh, what's that one over there?
Wow!
Candied apples! I have to get one of those too. This is the best part about going to the beach. Look at how many different candies there are. I could just devour them all. Now, I pegged Naomi as having a sweet tooth, but Teo, with all his dancing, I would have guessed him to stick to a healthier diet. But this trip is a vacation for all of us, so maybe he's spoiling himself. So, what do you think of the place? Who, me? Oh, I've been here before, quite a few times. It's the most popular candy store on the boardwalk. My family and I would always stop by right before our long drive home. After a long day of swimming and walking and fun in the sun, a maximum sugar overdrive was a perfect way to end the day. They'd give me a fistful of dollars and cut me loose in here.
Whoa!
Whoa, they just let you get whatever you wanted? Dang, I wish I had your parents. Cute! I could just see a young Louie here running around stuffing candy into their face. Not going to lie, I was a cute kid. Not so cute when overdosing on sweets, though. Both Naomi and Teo laugh heartedly. I mean, they didn't exactly give me Fort Knox to blow on snacks, but it was still a nice little reward at the end of the day. As I'm a creature of habit, I always get saltwater taffy year after year. It's just the best feeling, munching on taffy while watching the waves crash into the sand. Naomi suddenly gasps, interrupting my recollection. What is it, Naomi? They have confeito. I'm still confused. Is that a good thing? It's the best thing! They're these little traditional Japanese sugar candies that look like stars and are my absolute favorite. Every time my mother would go to visit family in Japan, she'd bring me back some. But it's been years since I last had some. She squeals excitedly and runs over to a little stand that has a cute assortment of pastel sugar stars. We follow suit and make our way next to Naomi. Teo picks up a bag and brings it closer to his face, examining them. Okay, these are quite possibly the cutest candies I've ever seen.
Sweet.
And they are so sweet. Aw, Naomi, nothing is sweeter than you. And that's a fact. That's not entirely true. I have to agree with Teo. No one has brought me more impromptu lunches at work than you do. Thank you, but these candies are still the sweetest. You all should taste these, by the way. I just know you'll love them as much as I do. Teo and I agree with a nod of our heads, and Naomi turns around happily with an armful of candy and treats. Like a dragon of her hoard, she heads toward the register, when a kid runs smack into her. In a colorful explosion, candy spills everywhere, and Naomi falls over backward. I immediately go in to help Naomi up, but out of the corner of my eye, I see the kid who bumped into her, swiping candies off the floor and pocketing them. Hey! It's a classic move. We see it all the time with tickets and tokens at the Funplex. And like the arcade, this is no different. It's so overused. Teo even sees it. He elbows me and points it out to my attention. But this is not my store. Not my job. Do I step in or let it slide? I know it's not my job, but if some brat did that in the Funplex and I didn't notice it, I would want someone to do something about it. Plus, stealing candy is the worst possible crime one can commit. Save for like murder or Grand Theft Auto. Okay, there are a lot more awful crimes. This one takes the cake, so to speak. Hey kid, turn out your pockets. What do you want? I ain't doing nothing. I saw you stuff all those candies in your pocket. Look at them bulging out. You aren't tricking anyone. The kid looks like they want to say something, but by now the cashier is here too, and the kid turns out his pockets. There's a lot more in there than just what they got from the spill. With more tact than I can probably muster, the cashier tells them kindly to exit the sandy bar, and the kid complies. The cashier and I exchange knowing glances. We are one and the same. Well, after that excitement, I'm ready to relax on the beach and eat some of this candy. Me too. Me three. But I can't quite leave yet. There's still one more thing I must do. I need to get some saltwater taffy. It's a Rex family boardwalk tradition after all. Oh yeah, we can't break tradition. Although, if we do, I wouldn't mind starting a new Funplex beach tradition with you. Teo, please, this is one important, delicious decision Louie has to make. And the only correct answer would be for them to choose the cotton candy ones. Cotton candy flavored taffy? Really? I wouldn't joke about something as serious as this. But it's like sickeningly sweet. Even I can't handle it, and I can handle a truckload of sweet. Well, what would you choose then? Buttered popcorn, obviously. It's a little salty with my sweet. But that's sacrilege! I'm much more of a purist. Getting in a fight over taffy flavors isn't necessary. Both of them taste great, but I already know what I'm going home with. What's that, Louie? Grab bag with random flavors. Just like I've always gotten, an assortment of flavors is the best way to go. You get to try a little bit of everything. I just love all the different flavors of taffy. I can't pick just one. Nothing wrong with that choice. And you can always throw away the cotton candy ones. Teo, I'm thinking let's save the buttered popcorn ones. Clearly, they take their candy seriously. I think that about covers it. Shall we blow this popsicle stand? Ooh, they have popsicles too? Once again, Naomi's got her arms filled to the brim with candy and she nods enthusiastically. Teo's picked out some of his favorites too. We each take our turns in line, and before we know it, we're happily carrying our stash with us to the boardwalk. Oh, I almost forgot! She stops abruptly, digs through her bag for a moment, and pulls out the completo. Yes, I've been wanting one since you pointed them out. Naomi opens the bag, and both Teo and I pick one out, popping the sugar star in our mouths. Both of us smile wide, enjoying its sugary goodness.
Love it.
Oh, that is so yummy. For real, Naomi, it's my new favorite candy. It's very good. Maybe next time at the Sandy Bar, I'll get some of these instead of taffy. Next time I'm here, because with the Funplex rating high in the world, I bet we could afford it next time. And another, and another. Thank you for introducing me to a whole new world of flavor, Naomi. Anytime, Teo. Maybe I can change your mind on candy. I can convince you to dance a little later on Showtime stage. It's a delicate cabinet. But then I wouldn't get to see you as much on the Funplex floor. Very true. I've got my candy haul, so my work here is done. I got places to be. And I want to spend some time taking in the sea breeze.
Catch you later.
I need to clear my senses of sugar too. We'll catch up with you later, Louie. Once alone, I open my bag of saltwater taffy, pick one out, and eat it. I let the taste fully consume me. Now this is a perfect vacation. Who to hang out with? Let's go get some funnel cake? Funnel cake sounds like fun. Sitting on some benches just outside a fried dough stand, Percy and Queen Bee are sharing a funnel cake dusted with white sugar. Ah, that sounds delicious. Seriously? You've never had this stuff before? Not much carnage out in England, I'm afraid, and this is my first time visiting a beach in the colonies. Wait, you can't eat this, right? I mean, it's basically fried grease and sugar. Your heart won't explode? It's not an issue of artery congestion, and Lord knows I eat plenty of instant ramen and fast food. One little sugary treat won't be the tipping point. Oh hey, Louie! Join us! Nobody can eat this huge thing by ourselves. I settled in to pick up the delicious fried dough, just like I used to have, back when we came here regularly. So Percy and I were talking shop, and even if you aren't a pro gamer, maybe you get some valuable input, you know? See, our Moopyaholic buddy here doesn't believe in being a full-time professional gamer.
Don't think so.
It's not that I don't believe in it, I just don't see it as a stable occupation for a young person to undertake. If you're entirely reliant on the wavering loyalty of corporate sponsors and streaming subscribers alongside any prize money you may or may not be winning, well, I suppose I'm just too risk-averse to walk that path. I prefer a sound investment. Whereas I love risk. No risk, no reward. Yeah, at any moment it can all come crashing down, and I end up living in my parents' basement again. But I love to fight for my future. Just like Louie, they were an unemployed bum before finding the Funplex, so nowhere to go but up. Hey now. I wasn't exactly calling a cardboard box home and selling matches to passing strangers to survive the cold winter. I was between jobs, sure, but I could have taken other opportunities, including one at Juniper's office for that matter. And you didn't. You chose the Funplex. And maybe the Funplex chose you. But look, that's not my point. I'm not saying my path to everyone. Abandoning the safer road in favor of the wild ride, it takes a certain mindset to make that work. But I promise you that those of us willing to make that leap are having a more rewarding life as a result. Satisfying, not rewarding. Being a school teacher is satisfying, but sadly society does not reward it its due. Many satisfying paths in life are also fraught with disaster due to this. It's a survivorship bias. People see rock stars and football heroes and think they can make it big too, but those success stories are percent of a percent of a percent. And what happens later in life to the sports hero who abandoned all other paths? What skills do you fall back on when your window closes? You succeeded so far, Queen Bee, but remember not too long ago you were terrified of being drummed out of your team and tossed on the street.
Well,
I wouldn't say terrified. It was more like a mild reluctance at best. Couldn't you pursue dominance in the game of your choice without making it your entire existence? I don't really play Moopy all day. I trade stock in my off hours. Why not consider a day job with your gameplay occupying the remaining hours?
nope, no way.
No way, no how. Physical discomfort takes absolute dedication. I can't be at the top of my game at the top of the game if I'm also flipping burgers or filing paperwork. Percy, competitive level play requires intensive training. You can't get around the time investment, but you can get paid double. That's where streaming comes in. Whenever I'm training, I'm streaming. Something the nations make my money while my skills go up, up, up. It's win-win. I suppose I can see the need for time investment, yes, but it's not like streaming revenues are stable either. Perhaps Louie can settle this question. What do you think? Is it better to wholly devote your life to a risky proposition in search of happiness, or to hedge your bets and find balance? I don't want to pick a side. This is really a personal choice. I have no idea. I'm gonna go... I don't want to pick the cop-out answer, but that's the one that I'm mostly aligned with. But I guess I'll choose Percy. Take chances, but be careful. Yeah. Because, like, risking everything is scary business, and I certainly couldn't do that. Yeah, I'm gonna decide with Percy. Honestly, I can see Percy's side of it. You can't completely avoid risk, but you can calculate those risks. Approach your life with a mindful strategy to get what you want and stay safe. Safety, ugh, where's the glory in that? No, love, nothing wrong with being cautious. It's like playing a control-oriented character in Fist of Discomfort, yes? Plotting your moves, conserving momentum, staying firmly in charge of your own destiny. I'm not saying not to aim for the top, but don't be in such a hurry. Yeah, okay, I mean, I get it, sure. I get where I want to be, and you'll get your high score. It's inevitable, no matter how fast or slow. I almost point out that Percy doesn't actually have time for the slow path, but no, I'm not breaking down the mood. With the neglected funnel cake cooling off, the three of us focus on putting away our sugary rewards after that. We're each walking different paths, but I can't say any of us are willing to settle for anything less than our dreams in the long run. Who to hang out with? We haven't hung out with Juniper, and we rarely get to see Francine. And we spend all day at an arcade, so I don't really want to go to an arcade at the boardwalk. So let's go see what Juniper and Francine are shopping for souvenirs. Juniper and Francine are looking at a little map of the boardwalk. It highlights all the shops, cafes, and art galleries along the route. Ooh, art galleries. I overheard them discussing it earlier in the day, and it looks like they might have found one. Ooh, looky! There's one called Driftaway. Oh, cute! Oh, and they also do wine tasting. I'm a fan of wine, and tasting it. A nice after-lunch Merlot is always a nice treat, isn't it? Juniper and Francine are quite the odd couple, aren't they? But when I reflect on it, they've actually been spending some time together at the Funplex. Juniper is a self-proclaimed old lady at heart, after all, so it's no wonder they've bonded over knitting, cats, and costume jewelry. Hey, mind if I join you? Of course not! Francine and I are just deciding on which art gallery to visit first. I've been in the market to find a unique sculpture made from driftwood, and what better place to get one than at the beach itself? That does seem like a wise choice. There is this one place that I must visit again. It's called Seascapes, and it's been open since I was a child. I know it's hard for you to imagine, but yes, old Francine was once young and spirited, just like yourself, Louis. I bet you were the talk of the boardwalk, breaking all the hearts.
My, oh my.
Oh ho, a lady never spills her secrets. But yes, I did have my fair share of summer romance here along the boardwalk. Ooh, go on, this I must know. Well, there was this one time that I snuck out in the middle of the moonlit night to meet my lover. It was quite exhilarating, and of course we simply had to go skinny dipping. Please, no. Stop. If there's one thing I definitely don't need to know more of, it's my boss's love life. I already know too much from my interview with Francine. TMI. So, Seascapes, that was the name of the gallery. Let's go there. Now. Wait, I didn't catch it the first time. What did you say, Seascapes? The Seascapes? The oldest art gallery on the boardwalk? The one and only. There's a lot of history in these old coastal towns. It also has an eerie past, didn't you know? Seascapes is totally haunted. Francine lets out a snort.
Let's be sensible.
Oh, child, that's preposterous. Ghosts aren't real. But the Boardwalk Paranormal Society has seen Seascapes the most haunted place on the coast. As the story goes, the previous owner purchased a particularly gorgeous painting, but what the owner didn't know is that this painting was being possessed with a demonic spirit. Soon after buying the art and hanging it up in the gallery, the owner got very ill. It was a mysterious illness that no one can cure. Eventually, the gallery is passed. And their ghost has haunted Seascapes to this day. Curiosity's got me, and after having experienced some unexplainable spooky stuff in the recent-ish past, I pull up my phone and look it up. Juniper's not lying. I've heard several spooky stories about this art gallery. Maybe it's haunted by the memories of the past, but surely you can't believe in such childish superstitions.
Oh dear.
Louis, talk some sense into Juniper. What? Me? Come on, Louis, back me up on this. Well, the truth is... I mean, I'm not saying I believe in ghosts, but I also wouldn't do something to tempt them to come after me. You know what I mean? I wouldn't risk doubting them if it means they're gonna, like, do something. There are unexplainable things in this world, but I'm not sure I believe 100% in ghosts. At the minute, there was some weird going on with the Polybius, but it's fair to call that paranormal. Maybe it's just math and microchips, like Iris said. I'm still waiting on science to prove me right or wrong on that. In good faith, I can't choose either one. Nothing in this world can prove or disprove the reality of ghosts. Sure, I enjoy spooky ghost stories as much as the next person, but do I believe them? Fair enough. We watch enough Ghost Bros to know that sometimes people overreact to those situations. and I can't ignore that I do love the entrancingly scary story. So, we are all in agreement then? Yep. Susie escapes. One short walk down the boardwalk later, and we arrive at, well, I don't notice anything overtly haunted. I mean, the building itself isn't dilapidated, but it could use a new paint job, and a new fence, and maybe upgrade the windows. Being around the boardwalk with wide open doorways, we can walk right in, and hopefully not have the whole thing collapse on top of us. Okay, so it's a mess of a building compared to the other shops along the boardwalk, but it adds to its historic charm. But to its defense, it does have a sign in the window that says, free wine tastings, so I know Juniper will be ecstatic about that.
Yes.
Ooh, free wine tastings. As if on cue. I'm so thrilled, it hasn't changed in years. It still looks like how I remember it. Francine takes a deep breath as a smile creases her wrinkled cheeks. The only other time I've seen her this elated is when she's talking about the Funplex. She takes a moment's pause before walking through the door. Juniper looks over at me, side-eyed. Let's hope the only scary thing about this place isn't just our selection of reds. I hold back a cackle as I push open the door. A small bell rings, as with most small shops in the strip, alerting the gallery owner of our arrival. Paintings adorn the walls, beautiful scenes of the ocean, sea life, and the boardwalk itself, each having its own unique style. There are copper statues of whale flukes and colorful glass-blown orbs mixed in among the paintings. Several people are talking in hushed tones around the gallery, and I know Francine has already wandered over to an impressive selection of driftwood creations. Over here, dearies, I think I found one. Already? You've only been in here for 5 minutes. Honey, when you're old as I am, you don't have that much time to sit around and deliberate about art. You go with what feels right. Follow your heart and all that jazz. But I want to peruse the art a bit more. I was hoping maybe a ghastly hand would grab my shoulder, or maybe I'd see an actual ghost. We can stay as long as you'd like. I'm in no rush. Yes, come at me, ghosties. So Francine, what did you decide on? As a kid, visiting art galleries was never my prerogative, so I had no idea the amount of things you can make out of driftwood. Stick reefs, candle holders, tables. Francine points to a heart weaved together from several sea-worn branches. Simple. And meaningful. That's adorable. It reminds me of the many times my late husband and I would visit the beach, but it also reflects my love for the ocean itself. How romantic. I hope one day my partner will buy me something like that. Lee, you've been my partner in crime for forever, and I want to get something to remember this trip by. If you have the coin, I'm sure Seascape has the wares. What should I get? Will you help me choose something? I mean, it's going in our apartment, so you should get a say in this. Sure thing, Juniper. I take some time to go over my options. I need to find something that Juniper will like and cherish. This is an important decision. I don't want to choose the wrong thing and disappoint her. We've been through so much together, and I want her to know how much she means to me. See anything worthwhile? I think I found the perfect thing. What do you think about this bottle of wine? I think a beautiful painting of the ocean. Who doesn't love the beauty of the ocean? It's serene and calm. Not at all like Juniper, but I know how much she's been enjoying the ocean today. What do you think of this painting? We can hang it up in the apartment, right next to the movie posters. I was thinking I could go in my room. It's really gorgeous seeing the sunset setting over the horizon. The pink and orange hues contrast perfectly with the blue and greens of the ocean. Nice choice, Louie. You know me so well. Well, kids, I'm about done here. I don't have as much energy as you both do, and I think I'm ready for my afternoon nap. I'll walk you to the hotel, Francine. And a little afternoon siesta does sound nice, especially because there will be lots to do later on tonight. You are such a dear, Juniper. I think I might go back to see what other people are doing. Taking advantage of your vacation is... Did any of you hear that? Hear what, dearie? It sounded like a woman saying, "Save yourselves." No. Are you sure? I wouldn't lie about this. And did you feel that shift in temperature? It's just a sweet ocean breeze tickling your face. Don't let those ghost tales get to your head. Well, you both were just on your way out, so... Good point. See you later, Louie. Thanks for joining this old lady on her shopping expedition. Juniper practically drags poor Francine outside the gallery as fast as she can. Once out of sight, I reflect once more on the allure of the art and make my way outside and see if they tag along with the others. Ooh, it's evening. The rest of the afternoon passes in a blur. Soon the sun has gone down and Flotsam Beach is a calmer place, a more chill vibe, as the day's manic energy is long since spent. It's also clear the group will be breaking up soon. We've already changed back to their regular clothes, done with the beach as a whole. Some are talking about checking out the nightlife scenes around here. Some just want to relax in their hotel rooms. Some are simply heading back to the city, leaving me alone for a moment with my thoughts. It's been a wonderful day. Definitely. There's only one thing that could approve it. A risk. A daydream. Maybe one worth taking. I happen to know a few things about dreams lately. Beep beep, Louie. Yeah, I know. You want me to ask someone on a date? Only if you want to. I know I was kind of pushy earlier. I'm sorry, but if you want this, now's the moment. Everything in my calculation says that it's the perfect time. I've got a lot going for me, but maybe something's still missing. Something more that I need for my life than the warmth of friendship alone. More importantly, maybe one of them feels the same way. Maybe they feel the same yearning. Romance, love. I'm no stranger to these things. Those were fumbling first attempts in youth. I could fumble again. Am I ready for this? Well, I'm still considering. How about I run down the data while you're thinking? Let's see. Okay, after my analysis, here's where you stand with everybody and how your personality is shaping up. But now that I've had weeks to understand you better, I think I can adjust these values based on what I know each of them likes in a partner. Ooh, Naomi is our highest one. Naomi loves people who are kind-hearted and has a bit of a fiery temper. You match both of these. Gavin may be blunt, but he aspires to be kind, and you are already kindly. Ashley goes off her gut, and so do you. Gutsy clicks for both of you. Queen Bee takes risk and relishes in a challenge. You're both very gutsy. Percy's heart is wide open to the world, as is your own. You're both very kindly. And that's everyone. In my final analysis, I think you're the best possible match for Naomi, Percy, and Queen Bee. All three would make a fine companion for you, Louie. Naomi, Percy, and Queen Bee all get along well with you and match your personality. I think Queen Bee is very hot-tempered and much more energetic than I am. So I definitely wouldn't vote for Queen Bee. I don't feel like I know Percy well enough, so I guess Naomi's who we'll go on our date with. So Naomi, Percy, and Queen Bee.
My sources say yes.
Yes, I calculate you have the best probability of success with them. Numbers, all based on numbers. High score. Okay, let's just run with this. I've come this far. It's weird, but you know what? My life is weird. It's surfing a deep wave of weird, all the way to the shores of weirdness. So, okay, hook me with someone whose numbers match my numbers. I'm ready to go. Great, but I want to make sure you understand what's really going on here.
I'm software, right? I have to see the world through numbers. I see relationships as numbers. I see your vocal tones as numbers. And I score it all. But the math is less important than the meaning. I see a number. But that number represents your free will and your heart. You chose to spend time with them. You shared good times with smiles and laughter, and sometimes even tears. This isn't like a dating website. You aren't asking a total stranger out just because the numbers match. You need to switch the causal relationship around.
I need to ask for a casual relationship?
Causal, as in the cause of. You aren't spending time with them because of the numbers. The numbers exist because you wanted to spend time with them. You've been building these relationships for months. Now, you can take one to the next level. The numbers can be your guide if you let them. But follow your heart. Above all else, follow your heart. Okay?
Okay, got it.
Right. So let's not limit ourselves here. Of all all those who are special to you. Which one do you want to share your heart with?
It's a big decision. But she is right. She's been watching me, listening to me, understanding me. But in the end, it's my choice, and their choice to accept my love or not. Which one do I love? Which one should I approach? Oh, they give me all the options. I mean, I want to say Ashley, honestly. Cosplaying sounds like fun, and it's something that I IRL relate to more than Naomi's tinkering. But we have the highest score with Naomi, so I guess we're gonna go with Naomi? Mostly because I don't want to fail. I know the visual novel, we're probably not gonna fail. It's not like we get a game over if we don't fall in love. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Naomi though. There's really only one choice in my mind. Naomi. It's Naomi. I don't need the numbers to know that. Iris smiles at me from my phone screen. I knew you'd say that. But be careful, okay? You two get along great, sure, but this might be more difficult than you think. I pocket my phone and approach Naomi, ready for this at last. She's on the fringes of the group, just sort of idly twiddling her thumbs, unsure of what to say or do. Hey, Naomi?
Oh, hey there. Nice evening, isn't it?
Definitely, but I think I know something that'd make it nicer.
Really? What's that?
You've already seen a lot of this little beach town I love to call home away from home, but there's more to see. Quiet little shops, nice cafes, places where two people can share some moments alone. Naomi, would you do me the honor of going out with me tonight? I can promise an evening you won't forget. I guess it's a bit shocking, since it's the first time I've really expressed this feeling. At first, I'm worried she'll run away, or something. She's a bit freaked out, to be honest, but she stands her ground.
What? Really? You're not joking around, right?
Hey, I'm serious. No foolin'.
Oh. Oh, well, then, yeah? You know what? Yes. Yeah, sure. Yes, I would love to go out with you.
Great! She stands there as if glued to the spot, expression frozen.
So, now what? I've never actually, I've never actually gone out on a date, like, ever. I mean, okay, there was someone back in elementary school who poured apple juice down my shirt and then told me we were going out, but I don't think that counts.
No, that doesn't count.
It doesn't count, right?
Oh boy. And Naomi was a bit reclusive, but not to this extent. Hey, Naomi, it's okay. Look, dating's not a spectacularly complicated thing, no matter what Hollywood may claim. I've gone out on plenty of dates, and I like to keep it calm and friendly. We've already spent a lot of time together. Think of it as just another lunchtime break at the Funplex, chatting and having a good time. Okay? Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, we already get along great, so it's not really a big deal, right? It's just another lunch. A night lunch. I already had dinner, though. Okay, so where do we go for this date? Somewhere normal and date-like. Somewhere totally expected for this sort of thing, I insist. I'm tempted to suggest a movie, something simple and easy, but the nearest theater is too far away. Well, there's dance clubs, restaurants, bars. A bar! Yes, that's normal. And there's a barcade here on the boardwalk, with games and everything. That would be perfect. Okay, let's go to a bar. You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I can do this. I'll be fine. Let's get moving. And she's off, striding with swift purpose right down the boardwalk. It takes me a moment to catch up, actually. Naomi walks so quickly, and there's not much point to small talk. At first, I assume she's super excited to be going out with me. The way she's avoiding my looks, I'm wondering if this is more nerves than anything else. I hope I haven't made a mistake. She's going along with it, making a big show of being excited and enthusiastic, but the The whole thing feels a bit awkward, like she's trying, just for my sake. Ooh, it is very crowded. Wow, it's very crowded. Like, super crowded. Crap, I forgot that Naomi doesn't like hordes of people. I make sure to stick by her side as we push through the throng to find a table. Unfortunately, the only available two-seater is near the middle of the action, not a quiet side spot. Arcades are big businesses in Flotsam, and not just the kiddie ones in the Boardcock, but adult-focused ones as well. In fact, most of the games here are adult-focused, with bloody fighting games and, is that one seriously just a topless volleyball game? Hey, if you want to go somewhere else instead. No!
Well.
No, this is normal, right? A normal place for normal couples to go. I'm fine with this. This is dating. Kinda normal, sure, but... Drinks! We require drinks! Do they have diet soda? I don't really, drink alcohol. Oh god, why did I even suggest this? And as a show of solidarity, I get a soft drink for myself, too. Returning to the table with 2 glasses and 2 straws. Naomi sits from hers delicately, while studying the various smutty and/or sporty and/or bloody games on offer. I can honestly say I've never been in an arcade like this. Yeah, me either, really. Most arcades are just like normal arcades, sans children in addition to fancy game-themed drinks. Do you normally take girls to bars like these? I mean, not all the time. I'm not saying you do that, but when you're dating? There is no non-awkward way to talk about this. Could I maybe joke around a bit, help her relax? Jesus, the hot coffee comment. I don't think joking's gonna help her. I think the joke option is gonna go over better than the gutsy option. Because if she understands the hot coffee remark, she may not understand that we're joking. You know what I mean? She might take that seriously. The first one sounds like it's gonna be a joke. Definitely, I'm out with hotties like all the time. Sometimes 2 or 3 a night. It's just all beers and naked volleyball games, 24/7. That is a thing that normal humans do, indeed. It takes her a brief moment to realize I'm kidding, but... Right, sure. She pauses a moment, closing her eyes, trying to filter out the noise of the place, and ends up sighing in disappointment. Oh god, this is super weird, isn't it? I'm making this super weird. It's the context, right? It's all about context. When you and I are hanging out, just laughing and talking and eating lunch, it feels comfortable, like a cozy sweater. Why does doing the same thing as a date feel so different? Why does it have to be different at all? It doesn't have to be, I swear. Look, take it from a dating veteran, a veteran by comparison anyway. It's not a huge deal. You just enjoy some time together. That's it. What you do is almost secondary to that. Look, I think coming here was a mistake. I'll own up to that. I should have insisted on something quieter. Quiet or loud, that's not the problem. It's just, I want us to be us, how we are. The person I care about, who cares about me, and that's all. Nothing really different about it. Okay, you know we don't have to go out tonight at all. We could have just waited to have a really nice lunch tomorrow. Would you like that? We can call this off. No. I also want something special, you know? To mark the night we decided that we cared about each other so much that we had to make it more than an unspoken thing.
Aww.
But this is just... it's not us. Naomi gets up from her chair. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be back shortly. Did I just ruin this? I only suggested a bar because that's what I'm used to. In a barcade, I figured it has some games. She likes games, and it should have worked. But I wasn't anticipating disaster. Everybody around me, couples in the crowd, all having a great time, while I sit here sipping my diet soda, feeling like I just stepped on something fragile and precious. Sitting here waiting for a good 10 minutes. Oh no. Did you crawl out a window in the bathroom and escape into the night? Should I go check and make sure she's okay? Eventually, I'm snapped out of my blue funk when I hear something metallic clink against the table. A set of car keys? Here. I want to gas up before morning, though. Understood? What? My van. You wanted to borrow it, correct? Oh, hey, you got here super quick. Naomi puts her phone away as she returns, apparently having just called up Gavin with it. Yes, we'll get some gas on the way back, I promise. Good, I don't loan my conveyance out to just anyone. You understand?
Take this matter seriously.
Drive under the speed limit and take care at any red lights. If you need me, I'll be back at the hotel. Thanks so much. Later, Gavin. Okay, let's get going, Louie. What? On our date, silly. I'm changing the parameters a bit, but it's a surprise. I can't tell you where we're going just yet, but I think you'll like it. Of course, why didn't I think of it sooner? Let Naomi take charge so she can feel comfortable with the whole dating thing. I just assumed since she was so nervous that I needed to lead her. And here you said you didn't know anything about dating. Heh, okay, I'm getting to see where this goes. I don't know dating, but I know what I like, and I know exactly what I want to be doing tonight. Let's roll. It's dating time, Naomi style. And we're off, leaving the lights and noise of Flotsam Beach in our wake. Given our destination is meant to be a surprise, I decided not to prod too deeply on it, and instead focus on suddenly cheerful Naomi. She's quite talkative now that she's got a clear idea of what she wants to do. And then we drove right into the lake. Well, it's more of a pond, just in place to feed the ducks, but it felt like a lake. The water was up to her ankles when the car finally stopped. Anyway, that's the last time my college roommate let me drive her anywhere. This particular story time isn't filling me with confidence about this voyage, Naomi.
Let me explain.
My point is, it's not like I haven't gone out and had fun before. Even an electrical engineering student in college, a total nerd like me has hit the town once or twice. It's not exactly my thing, but once we're really settled in together, I wouldn't mind taking another crack at the whole social mixer scenario, like we tried tonight. But for our first time together, I want it to be special. So you're saying... Do you feel that strongly about me, that this lark of mine to go out on a date, that it could be something greater? Oh, jeez, you're making me blush again. Listen, I don't know much about this stuff, but I know that I like you, and I never do something half seriously. So if we both want this, I want to be all in. So do I. I'm all in. Okay, I promise to do right by you, and you promise in turn, so we'll be okay. No, we were okay before. We'll be even better. The tables have turned, with me being the one a bit confused by everything, and Naomi feeling totally in her element. Which is only fair, honestly, and knowing her, by the time the evening's out, we'll both be on the same level. We're here! About 20 minutes out from Flotsam, the van pulls into a largely empty parking lot of... another bar? But this one isn't on the main strip of the beach town. It's not packed with a crowd. It's not even packed with a tiny percentage of a crowd. Aside from the bartender and someone passed out on a bar stool, there's nobody here. And Naomi put on her usual two-belt for some reason.
Hi.
Hey, Sam! Oh, hey, Naomi. It's good to finally meet you in person. And is this your partner? The question does pause her constant forward momentum for a moment. Yeah, they are. Clearly she likes being able to say that, judging from her smile. Great. Okay, it's right over here. Good luck. Sam leaves his post behind the bar to lead us to one of the few arcade machines left in the place. A very beat-up looking Pango arcade game, with no light behind the marquee and the monitor dead. Okay, so because we go back a ways, I'll make it about $50. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, do you mind if I tinker with it before you load it into the van? I brought some of my tools with me. Suit yourself, it's a quiet night around here. Naomi whips a multi-tool out of her apron and starts undoing the screws in the back of the cabinet. Hey, help me with this, yeah? Right. We get the back pried open, and I use the flashlight on my phone to help her peek around the inside of the dusty old game. I don't think anything's completely shot. The monitor may need some adjustments. What's stopping it from booting is probably just a power supply issue. I should use the shotgun approach and totally recap the monitor though. The model tends to fizzle out again and again without modern parts. Okay. Naomi? What exactly is going on? Our date, silly! We're going to restore this wonderful old Pango and bring it back with us for the glory of the Funplex. I met Sam through a retro arcade enthusiast community online. He's one of the few people who didn't treat the new girl like a joke, and we've been talking ever since. So when I was in the back from the bar, compulsively checking my messages while trying to figure out how to establish a date, I ruined. I saw that he was going to dump his old Pango. Since this place was only a quick ride from Flotsam Beach, I decided it was a providence, a sign from the heavens to bless our first date.
Wonderful.
You and I share a love for these games, and I can't think of a better way to celebrate our love than to rescue one of my favorite games of all time from the junk heap. That makes complete sense, now that I think about it. You share your feelings by sharing your love for games. It's not just a job, it's your calling. It's the greatest expression of Naomi-ness that Naomi can achieve. So, you wanted to share this special game with me. I knew you'd understand. Pango is special to me. I loved it when I was a little girl. I even handmade my own Pango plushie. Not a Pengy, but a Pango, and his little bow tie and everything. It was never really a popular game. It's not up there with the greats, the ones every arcade collector recalls with nostalgia. But it's my game. I love it, and I'll love it even if nobody else does. This moment in time, this place, being so close to a Pango in need, I knew this was right. This is exactly where I wanted to be. With you. It's a quiet little place. It's just you and me and a few drunks and Sam. But otherwise, just you and me. We've got all night to relax and enjoy ourselves. Technically, we should probably get back before it's super late or we'll be wrecked tomorrow. It's a very Naomi date, to be sure. Practical, comfortable, and pleasant, mixing her loves of arcade gaming and good company together. For the next few minutes, I work with Naomi to try and diagnose why the Pango isn't turning on. I ask questions, she gives answers. It's definitely the power supply. It's not something funny from that unit there when we tried to power it on. Can we really fix this thing right here and now?
Sure.
Sure, it's not really that hard. Let's see. She's happy, I'm happy. I hadn't really hung around her in the workshop before while she was tinkering. I'd just pop in for lunch or to say hi. But if she's this full of joy, even for the frustration of diagnosing some obscure little electrical problem, it must be a joy to be around her during those times. Hey. Naomi, would you mind if I spent more time in the workshop back in the Funplex? Honestly, it's a joy to watch you work. Specifically, it's a joy to see you experiencing such joy. Everybody loves the Funplex, sure, but it feels like a home for you. That's the impression I get anyway, and I'd love to share that home with you. Aw, Lily, that's so nice to hear you say. It's very much a home to me. It's all I've ever wanted from life, to be around these great games, to really give them the love they deserve. And maybe I can teach you a few things too. Can't hurt to learn more about the business, if you don't mind me taking up space in your workshop, of course. Oh, I don't mind the company, not one bit. An extra pair of hands is always welcome. If the Funplex ever expands, I'd need the help. You know, that's something I'd love to see. We're doing great, aren't we? Not just as a couple, but I mean as a Funplex. What do you think of expanding? Miss Naomi, are you using my affections just to get a bigger workspace? I feel so cheapened. Goof, you know what I mean. The Funplex is soaring thanks to things like Extravaganza getting Wyvern Keep. I can see a future for us, building a wonderful arcade together. I mean, look at how the Funplex was founded. Miss Francine and her husband opened it together as a couple. It could be that for us, too.
So beautiful.
I can't imagine a better future than that. It's my dream. Isn't the Funplex your dream, too? My dream. It wasn't, not at first, but as the days go by, I poured so much of my heart and soul into that little arcade. Despite my initial doubts, I've come to call it something special to me, near to my heart. Yes, it's my dream. Then we share the same dream. Let's live that dream together, you and I. Gently, Naomi squeezes my hand, and with the other hand flicks the power switch on. Pango pops to life, the marquee lighting up, the screen displaying a fuzzy after image of penguins and ice blocks.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! I'm a genius! Okay, there's probably still something wrong with the monitor, but I can fix that when we get home. Speaking of getting back, we should get this loaded into the van and haul it back to Flotsam. I don't want to worry Gavin about his precious van. Sam, can we borrow a dolly to roll this out of here? Help yourself. Working together, we moved the game into the back of the van. Under the cover of darkness, Naomi drives us on home. I can't help but turn her words over in my head. Look at how the Funplex was founded. Miss Francine and her husband opened it together as a couple. It could be that for us too. For the longest time, I assumed all my spirit needed was stability, a good job, a way to break the family curse. Then I seen that job as more than a job, something of a calling. How far was this road going to lead me? It already led me into Naomi's arms. Are we destined to be like Miss Francine, to live and love and grow, all under the roof of an arcade? And I laughed off the idea only a few months ago. Now, I'm smiling at it. Hey, penny for your thoughts? A quarter, actually. Huh? No need to go that far tonight, though. It's still a first date. Pondering spending the rest of my life with Naomi is premature. Even if that's making me smile, too. We're almost there. You want me to drop you off at your hotel before I park the van at Gavin's? An insistent buzz in my pocket reminds me of something. Actually, we've got one stop to make together, after parking the van. Oh? What's that? You'll see. This one's my surprise. Iris was right. A 99.97% chance of romantic success if you take your special someone on a moonlit seaside stroll. With Naomi at my side, watching the waves gently roll into Flotsam Beach, I feel completely at peace. Hey, Louie?
Let's take another try at dating soon, okay? But this time, we'll just get drinks and talk, or go to the movies, or anything. Even if there's other people around. I want to expand my horizons. Just a little. Just a little. And if I'm doing that with you, I know I'll feel more comfortable.
Sure thing. Are we buying a new game every time we go out?
Maybe, but I'm pretty sure that gets super expensive super fast.
Hey, you're the one who wanted a bigger Funplex.
Huh. Maybe in the future. For now, just being with you is enough. Thank you. Thank you for all of this. I put off even thinking about a love life for so long, assuming it just wasn't in the stars for me, that I'd have to learn to be content and alone. But now, I'm not sure why I ever felt that way. Thanks for being my player, too.
We share a little laugh at the joke and quietly watch the waves roll in. And that's how Naomi and I found each other. I'd call our lunchtime party the high water mark, one perfect moment in time, but I was wrong. This was it. In the difficult weeks ahead, I'd cling to that high water mark in hopes the waves would roll my way again. Level 5 Arcade Spirits complete. So far, you scored 17,200 points. You're winning friends and influencing people. Oh, and pizza fact time! There are the top 3 of the top 10 weeks of pizza consumption occur in January. More pizza is consumed during the big game week than any other week of the year. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 6? Yes, save the game. Oh boy, difficult weeks ahead, huh? Does that mean we have a challenge on our horizon? This is such a nice date. The date went well. A little weird of a date, but it went well. The beach vacation also went well, which was excellent. We got some candy, some funnel cake. Got to play some games with our friends. It's such a good episode. But I'm worried that they said they're going to cling to this during the difficult weeks ahead. It makes me think that something bad's going to happen. Which, I mean, I suppose for the sake of storytelling, something bad has to happen, right? We need, like, troubles and climax of stories and resolution, so I wonder what happens. If you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much. You guys are really the best. Please remember to leave me a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And I'll catch you all in the next episode of Arcade Spirits. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye!